about Adrian Griffin? Kind of what was your thoughts, feelings?
I think it was like everybody else, just kind of surprised by it. As long as I've been in the league, I haven't seen where, a team is having success and, then something like that happens. But I've also been around long enough to know that it's part of the business, there's expectations. There's been a lot of expectations on our team. Things have been expected to look a certain way. We've kind of had a bumpy road to our success, which is sometimes a part of the process. But like I said, I was surprised. But it's part of the game. People get traded, people get waived, people get fired, and that's never something you want to see. As a person, you never want to witness somebody having to go through that and experience that and pick up their life and just move on to the next thing, because at the end of the day, we all go home to our personal time and our personal lives, and we deal with our emotions and experiences. So you don't wish that on nobody, but I think we all come into this game understanding that it's part of it, and it's unfortunate. And Griff was a great dude. I enjoyed being around him. He was very accommodating to me in a lot of my personal situation. So I appreciate him, and I appreciate the time that we had together. But it's like I said, it's part of the game, and it's the unfortunate side of it.
Despite y'all's record, you kind of mentioned just like kind of the bumpiness of it still this season. Do you feel like y'all have been playing to your full potential so far?
I don't. I think that's one of the positives of where we are, considering that it's been kind of rocky and up and down to get here, being almost 20 games over 500. And still knowing that we haven't been the best version of ourselves. I think we should be encouraged by it, but we should also understand that it's a process to get there, and we got to keep fighting that fight and doing the things necessary to make sure that we continue to improve, because when we get to that level that we want to get to, and when things start to click and we find our way in the end, I think we'll be the team that everybody probably expected us to just come out here day one and be. And I think the encouraging thing about that is you want to be a team that's playing that way, and that's that version of yourself at the right time. You don't want to just come out in November and, clicking on all cylinders, and you don't experience adversity until the worst time. So I think it's something that could be considered a positive thing as long as we keep working towards it.
What kind of just like a message does that send when you said you see that the record, but you see that kind of change for you all as the players in the locker room? Like, what message does that send, and how do you want you guys to respond as a team to it?
I think the number one thing is you just I think it just shows the level of urgency it is to win big, and what's expected, the standard that's expected to be out there. And if there's anything to take away, I think that would be it.
Looking back at your last matchup against the Cavs, what did you see from your team tonight as far as improvement goes that you want to carry over into Friday when you face them again?
I just thought we were sharper to start the game. And defensively, we didn't just allow guys to run around free and be comfortable getting to spots and get comfortable shots. I thought we were present, we were physical. Our coverages, we were much sharper than we had been in the last game. And, anytime you make guys work, getting from A to B, and it's not comfortable, and then on the offensive end, we moving the ball, we screening, we playing with good pace, it's not going to be as comfortable of a game for the other team. And I thought that was something that we did much better tonight.
As someone whom the team does view as one of the leaders, was there like a mindset or a certain mentality that you found yourself needing to go into just in light of all of the changes? Like, was that something where you're like, okay, I have to be this version of myself for my team today?
Not really. I think the fact that we are a veteran team, I didn't think it was something where like, I got to come out and have some crazy mentality. I think we've all been around long enough to understand that this is, it's an emotional situation because we care about each other as men first. But we also understand we got a job to do. And, nobody's going to feel bad for us. Nobody's going to take it easy on us because of, what we might be experiencing. So I think the experience of our team just came through for us tonight. We came out sharp. I thought in shoot around we were sharp. You know, we knew what the task was, and we knew what happened the last time we played them, and we wanted to come out in the first of these two games and just kind of set the tone on our home floor.
And what did you see from Giannis playmaking last tonight, and just kind of generally in this last stretch as he's been racking up these triple-doubles?
I think, you know, you just hear coaches out there saying, you know, load up, wall up, where they want them to, you know, just show him body so he's not just getting in the paint, dunking, laying the ball in. And I think with our personnel, we got a lot of shooters out there, a lot of guys who've done that for a long time. And when they do that and take away those driving lanes, you know, I think he's been doing a great job of just finding the shooters. And, you know, I think when he's making those plays, teams are in a tough position because, you know, we knocking down threes, and now you got guys worried about their man hitting a couple threes, and, you know, now it's going to open up those driving lanes. And that's what we need, you know, because we need him to be able to do what he does, and is get to the rim and attack and put pressure on the defense and pressure on the rim. But I think the plays that he's been making, you know, hitting guys in the corner, getting into the paint, drawing the defense and kicking it out for threes, I think that's great for our team. And I think it's the best version of him, you know, when he's not just trying to get downhill, but when they show that wall, he's, you know, showing that trust and making those plays. I think that's when we're the most effective.
Talked about the focus y'all had in shoot around. Just what was the mood of the team in the hours leading up to this game, and how difficult was it to kind of maintain your focus and stay focused with everything going on, or was that difficult at all?
I mean, it was just kind of quiet, you know. Like I said, I think our experience really worked in our favor in this situation. We've all experienced a lot of things. I think this was different for everybody. But I think we just understood that, like, we had a game tonight, and it was going to be a tough game against a really good team that kind of handled us the last time we played them. So it was quiet because of the circumstances, but I think everybody was engaged. You know, we were sharp. Everything was clear and shoot around and film. Joe did a great job of just going over everything, getting up there on the board, going over the film, and just kind of making everything that we was going to do coming into the game clear. And we came out and did what we had to do.
Damian, what's it like having the speculation now about new coaches coming in, for instance, Doc Rivers?
I think that's outside of our job description. You know, we, as professionals, our job is to show up and be prepared to do what we got to do. And it's not something that's new to us, what we do on the floor. And our team is still the same. So I think we just show up and focus on what we can control and do what we do. And I thought that was what we did tonight. And everything else that's coming next, you know, I think you cross that bridge when you get to it, and you address those things when you get to it. But it's not like us as players got to go out there and, you know, find a coach or handle that. You know, we leave that to the front office, and we do what we do and let them do what they do. And then when it all comes together, you know, we hit the ground running. Yeah, for sure.